What is up, guys and gals? Welcome back to the Nerdcastle for the first episode in our coverage of Overfall, which comes out on Steam in a couple of weeks, actually. I had access to this game a couple of months ago, like 4 or 5 months ago. I had access to a standalone executable of the game, but I didn't feel like it was quite ready for daylight yet, and so I didn't show it off then. Now that I have access to the Steam build, I'm glad that I did that, because it's a lot better now that I've played it. The game is in early access. It's coming out on early access as well, and in fact, I played last night, and it looks like they updated the game from the version build here. Looks like they updated it like a little bit after I went to bed last night, so there may be new stuff in the game that we haven't seen yet. If you haven't heard about Overfall, it's a roguelike strategy RPG in which you have heroes who have gone into a portal. They presume that they've been gone for like 5 days. They come out of the portal, they've been gone for like 50 years. The world is falling apart, and you have a limited amount of time to save the world before it ends, and that's where the roguelike portion comes in. There's lots of sailing. It's basically just random event after random event, and you resolve it, and your character's growing, get stronger along the way. Very, very deep game. There's a lot of stuff in this game, like 200 abilities, so many debuffs that you can't even count them all, and buffs, and there's all kinds of crazy stuff. I'm going to do my best to explain as we go through. I'm still reasonably new to the game, though. I only have a couple hours played, so unfortunately I may not be able to explain everything. Luckily, the UI is pretty intuitive, so if there's information we need, we should be able to figure it out pretty easily. But without further ado, let's check out Overfall, the Steam release. The characters we have to acclimate ourselves to is we've got Wesley, who is our fighter. We've got a couple different abilities in here. The only things that we can really move around, you get to pick what you want to do with your character after you unlock some more stuff. This is one of those games where you die a lot, but every time you die, you get incrementally further, and you unlock little things for your characters to make your runs easier the next time. We can only swap around trinkets right now. That's basically the only thing that we can work with, and I think people can only have, like, if you put a trinket on a cleric, I think you can't. Well, never mind. I think they're actually class exclusive. Never mind. So at the moment, he's got 3 trinkets on. I'm going to leave them where they're at. He's got Vampiric Insignia. Attacks have a 15% chance to heal ourselves by 3. HP counts are not super bloated in this game. Most characters have about 20 HP, so 3 can be a considerable life-saving amount. You have a 10% chance to heal every ally on your party by 1 whenever you use a skill. That's a pretty solid ability, too. Whenever a foe misses a weapon skill on you, restore 2 HP. I'm going to move that around, and instead, I think I'll probably, you have a 25% chance to steal a buff from adjacent foes on turn start. I'm going to go with that one. That one seems like it's going to be a little bit more obnoxious and a little bit more awesome. I'll talk about what our character does and does not have once we get into the combat system, because I feel like that's the best place to properly talk about it. But our character basically has all the same attributes that you would expect. He's got accuracy, he's got defense, he's got health, he's got crit chance, you know, all those standard RPG things. Our other character is, I gotta rename her because I'm not gonna be able to say it. There we go. Sharon's a little bit more. That last name, that was gonna make me struggle, and I don't feel like struggling today. I feel like just breezing on through. Our cleric, she's got a hand of justice, and she's ready to roll. Our cleric, I think she's gonna fulfill the healing role from what I recall. She's also got some attack spells though, so don't put her down. Her trinkets are gonna be relegated to the Chalice of the Angel. Whenever you put a beneficial skill on an ally, you have a 30% chance to get the same effect. Oh, that's pretty cool. Heart of Olaf removes 2 debuffs from self upon killing an enemy. And Void Leaf, whenever you miss, the next weapon attack on you misses. I wanted to check and make sure. Foes don't miss very often in this game, so I know you're saying, why wouldn't you take the miss skills? I played for about 2 hours last night, and I don't think we missed like a single time. Like, we missed maybe a few times, but it was never quite when you had your trinket up and running or like when you were doing your thing, and so I learned not to rely on it. The dodging, you actually hit pretty frequently in this game, so people who are terrified by the prospects of XCOM-like chances of hitting, you can rest assured that it's not going to be that bad. She's got lots of abilities. We will talk about that. Oh, it's Light Bearer. Okay, I thought it looked a little bit different than Light's Justice or whatever the hell, the Hand of Justice or whatever the hell the name of that Karazhan hammer was, but it was dope. I love that hammer. It was one of my favorite hammers in World of Warcraft. Let's start the game off because there's lots of stuff to do. You've made it through the portal and back into your own homeworld. I can't believe my eyes. You're them. It's been 3 centuries since you entered that portal, and now you're back. Oh, 300 years. Okay, I thought it was like 50 or 60. Like, I thought this guy was just like an old dude who was like a kid who saw us go into the portal. Apparently, it's been 3 centuries. Yeah, that's more than enough time to shake things up. These are little dialogue options that we have. Our characters will have different thoughts and different feelings about various situations, and you can allow them to enunciate them. Who are you? I am the last member alive of the Portal Keepers. In other words, my family. The Portal Keepers? What does that one say? The name my family's been carrying. We watched the portal for generations for the day you'd return. The same duty descended from my parents to me. 3 centuries have passed. How? Gods know. For generations, my family has been waiting for your arrival right at this spot. And I'm the lucky one to fulfill the family prophecy now. Why have you been waiting for us? Or we can go with, I think there's been an anomaly in time. The yellow ones, I found that the yellow ones are where your character has had like an attack of genius or something. They seem to work out better for you. I think there's been an anomaly in time when we entered the portal. You have the wisdom to understand the difference, but not many could foresee that this would happen, except for one wizard. Why have you been waiting for us? A mighty wizard, Edsel, gave this quest to my grandfather for the day you will return. That's a grandfather with extra grand in there. The world isn't the same since you left. The Ever-King has gone missing. Edsel? He was a mystery, a powerful wizard. He foretold that this day would come, and here you are. The almighty Ever-King is gone? The Citadel has vanished long ago. Nobody knows why and how, but Edsel left my family a message to hide and deliver to you for when the day comes. A message? 2 beacons will be unsealed, only to those who are revered. Their light will unveil the path to your king, only when the races of Dyes deem you worthy. Then we should first introduce ourselves to the leaders of Dyes if we're to find the beacons. If that's true, then you should make your way up in their society first. Times have changed and the world is in chaos. Times have changed? The races are at war with one another. You'll have to choose sides, I'm afraid. And on the bright side, if there is any, the message says 2 beacons. Yeah, that is a little bit arbitrary, so it doesn't say whose beacon. So that means there's plenty of beacon to be fried before we pick somebody else's beacon. Thanks for everything you've done, I guess. We'd better be on our way now. Farewell. Alright, so this is where we interact with the game world from. Welcome to the world of wherever the hell we are. You will notice that there are ships sailing around all over the place, fighting each other, blowing each other up. Time is passing even though I'm not doing anything right now. We can be attacked on the ocean. The things you want to be aware of. I do wish the game had a pause button, by the way. It would make this easier, but these are all relations with the dwarves, the elves, the orcs, goblins. I think there's the Forsaken and the Hollows as well. You gotta build these up so that we can meet their kings and then light the beacons. This down here is super important. This is gonna be the terror track, essentially, or the track. It fills up as you get further and further into the game and things escalate further and further and further. I think that Vorn ship is after us. Yeah, it wants to eat us. Let's run away from him because he's a douche. Oh, we found $4 in the water. That's pretty badass. Along the way, there's gonna be things you need to know about, but I guess we'll talk about that in a second because I accidentally went into one of the islands. Essentially, you just hop in between the islands and you resolve events, almost like flipping cards. You get to have a good time. There's little storyline adventures on each island. You'll get resources, and then you just continue your adventure. Along the way, you're going to raise up your reputations, and once those get high enough, I assume good things will start to happen. Or vice versa if you do bad things. You arrive in a village where quite a commotion is taking place. A rather hideous old woman breaks free of their clutches and runs to you. There's going to be some translation issues, I think, too, along the way. I've noticed that while I've been playing. I think this game was probably programmed in a different language, then translated over to English, because every now and again, there's like random, just grammatical things where you got to read it once or twice. So anyways, the witch runs over to us. We can send the woman back to them, or we can ask the woman if she's actually a witch. Witch, are you a witch? I'm not a witch, I'm just really, really ugly. Alright. Well, let's try to determine if she's a witch. Why is it that always ugly women get accused of being witches anyways? You can bully her into admitting that she's a witch, or there's nothing you can do to prove it either way. You'll have to make a decision. He just picked his nose. Right in the middle of a cinematic, too, man. You couldn't just wait like 5 minutes, like on the car drive home or something? Would have been very, very easy. Alright, let's be a nice guy. Is she a witch or nay? There is insufficient evidence to convict her. You declare the woman's innocence and proclaim her under your protection. The villagers protest, but as you are heavily armed and they are a bunch of peasants, they can't really do much about it. And we received no reward. And so that's what happens in this game sometimes. It's not a grimdark game, but it's a game in which sometimes just doing the right thing is the right thing to do and you don't get a reward for it. I'd say about 50% of the time you get rewarded for your actions, and then like 50% of the time you just get skunked and nothing happens. The old woman asks you if you could drop her off at a nearby island. I can't imagine why, but I don't really feel welcome here anymore. Yeah, we'll drop you off. Who said kids today had no manners, huh? Her face breaks into a crooked smile and she thanks you. We have Moving the Witch. A new quest. Can I look at that anywhere? Or like, where does the witch desire to be moved to? This little buoy right here means that we visited the island recently and we can't go back. That's a boat that's searching for resources. That Vorn ship is really trying to mess with us, and I don't think I want to mess with him. That thing right there, you don't want to mess with it. It wants to hurt you in the face. So I'm going to try and lose him around the... Oh no, what is that? A pirate ship which is chasing boat. Okay, there's a crate over here from a leftover battle. I want it. Oh, it had 3 dusts inside of it. That's good. Oh, that Vorn ship wants us. Oh, he's speedier than the last one. He's quick as hell. So there's resources you have to be aware of. So apparently there's Vikings coming in through the portal that are trying to kill us. Moving the Witch. She wants to go to an island that's to the northwest of our original island. We've got frags. That's the currency of the land. We've got dust, which allows us to become faster and also to upgrade our abilities. We've got runes, which allow you to res dead people, and then they do some other stuff too. And then we got food, which allows us to heal outside of combat. I think I've pretty much explained everything at this point, so let's just play the game. We'll enjoy the storyline along the way. Be aware that this is a game that you can die like 30 seconds into, so... watch out. I've died in the first battle before. It kind of comes down to sometimes you don't want to be a hard ass in this game and you kind of just want to let shit go. The old woman stretches her legs, glad to be free of your ship. She gives you some loose change by way of thanks. What a lovely place. I'm sure I'll find many friends here. Wait, what? But she's already gone. Well, at least she paid us money before she went back on her murder spree. It could be worse. There's a swamp island with a bazaar. I'm gonna go get this crate over here. I want it. This game has a lot in common with games like Sid Meier's Pirates. Ooh, we got 7 frags out of it. We got cash to spend. Let's go to the bazaar. We've got so much money in our pocket right now. Yeah, the Vorn do that. They burn down islands. And so their corruption is gonna kind of spread over time. You gotta be careful about it. They are, however, kind of badass. They can be tough to fight. They're spreading a lot quicker than I remember, though. Such a thriving marketplace. We could trade commodities, or we could see about upgrading our equipment. Food for frags, frags for dust, dust for food, frags for food. All things sold for all currencies. Also, he's got a pimpin' ass jacket. Let's go with... This guy's got like a Les Miserables thing going on. It's like Jean Valjean when he's hiking up the mountain. Let's see about upgrading our equipment first. We've got money, so it seems like it would be a pretty good chance to do such a thing. We can do head upgrades. All skills have a 15% chance to apply crippled. We can make our weapon be blindy. We can make our weapons apply trauma. We can also have all of our skills strip buffs. Or we could try our luck to reveal a new offer. I kind of want this trauma one. So that sounds pretty cool. And the Grim Glass... Okay, so I guess we chose our upgrade already and it just applies it. Okay, I thought it would go into the slot maybe after that was done, but that's cool, whatever. Let's do an enchantment too. Jade, your weapon skills have a 20% chance to apply might to yourself. Apply! And so apparently I just spent all my money making him a psychotic bruiser badass. That works! I mean, he's gonna be the guy. He's got butt itches and he picks his nose a lot, but damn is he good in a fight, so we let him get away with it. He's probably a Dallas Cowboys fan too. He's already got enough flaws. You gotta start looking out for those extra ones. Yeah, the Vorn are kind of streaming in right now. Seems like they're pretty excited about burning down islands here. An adventure ship, which is on an epic quest. Well, I want to be on an epic quest. Let's go talk to him. Ahoy, heroes! You encounter a group of adventurers sailing the high seas. Heard any rumors of discord in this area? There's more than plenty around these seas, especially lately. The sailors mark aiding the humans quest on your map. Hooray! They gave us a quest. Obviously, he doesn't look shisty or shifty or anything. So where do they want me to go? Oh, up to this island right here. It's close. That makes me happy. Sometimes they don't burn down the island, is one thing that I've noticed. Like, they'll attack the island. Wow, they're stripping those quick. You hear a mysterious man whispering to you. Hey, psst, you want to make some extra frags? I like frags. What does he do? Seeing that you're interested, he explains. The bazaar. There's going to be a big delivery today, you know what I mean? So we're robbing the bazaar. Yeah, people should be very careful with people, not to let them alert any guards. So you secure the area and I take the package. You in? Yeah, let's do some brigandry. That sounds pretty cool. You finalize your preparations and start the heist. You, old pal, show me where's the stash. This is a robbery. Let's keep an eye on the civilians. You prevent the civilians from making any stupid mistakes. I'm gonna keep controlling the crowd. Please don't harm us! We won't talk! We can help him keep controlling the crowd so nothing wrong happens. You managed to take the loot and make your getaway. Great work. Here's your share, sailors. Until we meet again. And you never saw me. This never happened. We got 4 food and 2 dust. It's not awful. It's workable. It's something that I can make use of. They are making some serious Vornic war over here. The Vorn are really messing with people. This guy is a sales boat. I don't really have any money, so that's not going to help. Elf ship! Pray tell, what do you need, elf ship? This ship is crewed by elves, who, though stunningly beautiful, seem kind of aloof and indifferent to your presence. We can attack them and destroy their ship. We can ask them if they need help. Let's ask them if they need help. They mark an island on your map. This is just one place where the elves need a hand. Get there and see what you can do. Can I ask directions? Prove yourself worthy by aiding our people as you meet them across the world, and then maybe we will aid you. It's going to be one of those tit-for-tat type things. I got you. I got you. It's time to earn some tit then. There's a grassland. Oh man, all of our quests are way up here. Let's truck on out and see if we can find this stuff before it gets burned down. That island is made out of snow. Why are you burning it down? There's nothing to burn there. Those are dicks. You wander on shore to pass time and relax. While taking a trip through the shore, you encounter a bard who seems very sad. Music. Music is dead. Why do you say that? He explained that he's not happy with magictronic music. In my time, we had to learn and master our instruments for years and years. It was a discipline. Musicians would learn a lot throughout the way. Now they just cast a spell and the music plays itself. Some would say the same for your music 100 years ago. The times changed. Deal with it. But nowadays, kids don't care what and who they're listening to, because none of it matters. Anyone can do anything effortlessly. Songs have become momentary pieces of fun. The sidekicks like toilet paper. You just wipe it off and throw it away. There are still some good pieces out there. You're just getting older. People felt the same when the first synth spells came out. Now they're a great part of music. I remember that. Following those the grunge bands that came out, they're grunge bards. Everyone was back to the strings. They were messy, but also good. Maybe you're right. It's just a phase. Maybe magictronic music will transform into something which is so mind-blowing that we will all praise these days for that. He thanks you for chatting with him. I'm not very hopeful about that, but we'll see. Our chat was comforting, though. Thanks for it. He gave us food, and he gave us some dust. Huzzah, we shook the dandruff off of him for freebies. For freebies and great justice! So are they, like, building over here, or, like, what are they doing? Like, what happens if I attack this? The ruined town is a shadow of its former self. You've been found by an undead hunting party. They charge to attack. It seems like a good day to kill. That's what our character said. Looks like a football helmet full of skulls right there. This place does look like it's had a rough week. That guy's got 2 knives. I'm going to go ahead and put Unbreakable on myself. So there's 3 phases, and they're the phases that you're going to see in a lot of tactical war games. You got the move phase, the utility phase, and the attack phase. Utility phase is where you apply buffs and debuffs. We got Earthcrack, which makes our enemies take 1 more damage. That's what Vulnerable does. We got Unbreakable, which makes us immune to all debuffs for 1 turn. Very, very nice if you think there's going to be a clash of combat and people are going to spam their biggest cooldowns at you. This game is all about the buffs and debuffs. Incapacitate, which makes your enemy unable to move or attack on his next turn. I'll probably go with Unbreakable. We alive, damn it. Unbreakable. We alive, damn it. I can't really attack anybody, so unfortunately I got to skip my attack phase. It's not exactly what I was... Yeah, I was hoping I probably should have stayed where I was. You should turtle in this game. I should have hung back. Oh, we dodged. That's nice. I love dodging. Dodging's amazing. It makes me happy. I want her to always be adjacent to an enemy and adjacent to a friend, because almost everything she does is an AoE. On her movement phase, she could do Faithful Pull, which pulls an ally to her and then heals them. Puts a protection spell on them. What does he have? Blind? Okay. On her utility phase, she's got Numbing Light, which gives you regeneration and a stack of Aegis. The Aegis reduces the amount of damage you take from hits. She's got Dispel, which removes debuffs and also buffs. You can cast it on allies or enemies, and it will shift accordingly. And then she's got Scream, which runs enemies away from you. I'm going to start out with Scream, I think. Well, he's not bleeding yet, though. I need him to be... Unfortunately, our turn order is a little weird right now. Let's go ahead and fix his accuracy, I guess. And then on her turn, we're going to have her drop the hammer. She's got 3 attack abilities. Wave of Light, which is an AoE. She's got Retribution, which deals 4 damage and gives confusion to the enemy. And then she's got Holy Nova, which heals all allies adjacent and then damages all enemies adjacent. It's a really fantastic ability. You should use it on cooldown. Down goes the hammer. Oh, but she missed. Apparently magical targeting is not what it used to be. I'm going to skip that phase and save my jump for when I need it. I'll probably put Earth Crack on this guy. So now he's got Vulnerable, which increases his received damage. We're going to start off with Chop. Chop makes them bleed. If they're bleeding, you can put Cleave on them, which does even more damage. And then finally, once they're at 50% health, you want to use Execute on them. So just work your way across. Let's start with Chop, 5 damage dealt, and then he's going to run away from the Fear spell that was put on him. It's going to force him to waste his turn running back, which means he's not going to be attacking us. Somebody already attacked him. He's got arrows sticking in his back. That's not really the way that I would have chose to quiver Mike. Ow. That was harmful. I'm going to use Pull to heal him. Seriously, this is a cheese mode spell. Like, you can cast it when you're adjacent to people. I cast it all the time, and it's amazing for AoE healing. I'll probably have her put Restoring Light on him. Is he frosty? What's wrong? Oh, it halves his critical rate. Okay. He's chilled, I guess. Taking them chill pills. I'm going to start with Wave of Light on both of them. Ah! 2 damage and 1 damage dealt. And then I'm going to have him jump to right here, which will deal a bunch of damage. I'm going to throw up Unbreakable one more time to remove his debuffs and make it so they can't get him bled. He's bleeding, so we want to use Cleave on him, which will put Mortal Wounds on him, which makes it very, very difficult to heal him. We'll also score a kill right there, which will make our life a lot easier. This guy appears to be some form of caster. He's got really big teeth. He needs dentistry badly. Dealt a little bit of damage on that side. We're just going to move in and try to... oh, never mind. That's her. That'll work, too. She can just move out of the way. I'm going to go ahead and have her heal herself then with regeneration. However, unfortunately, that effect... did I just dispel her? I did the wrong thing. That was my fault. I'll go with Holy Nova, I guess. She's the only one that needs healing anyways. We'll drag him over here. We'll put Unbreakable on him so that he's got Vulnerable. And then we'll start off one more time with Chop. And that actually did a ton of damage. Good for us. Oh, A just makes it so you dodge better. Unfortunately, we did not dodge good at all. And so now our face hurts. I'll probably put this on... let's go ahead and skip our movement. I'm going to put that on him. Let him heal up on the next turn. I don't know. We can heal with food once we get out of here. It won't be too bad. And then we'll hammer you. Yeah, 7 damage dealt, and there goes our combat. You have vanquished the fearsome undead. You ransack the corpses for something of worth. You find 7 frags, 2 runes, and Wesley has gained Steady, which increases his accuracy by 4. Your characters don't level up. They just accumulate like these random stats that they get. And they're randomly generated, so characters can turn out very, very differently on very, very different playthroughs, and I can't even tell you the amount of variety that goes through here. Anything and everything can happen to your characters after combat. Good things, bad things, quirks, negatives, traits, positives. It's just you kind of got to watch them while you play the game. This one is very, very good, though, because it means that we will waste way less time smacking the air, and I don't like air smacking. I don't like air smacking at all. It's a waste of my time. Let's go ahead and eat some food because we have so much of it. That'll get us fed up. I'm going to see if I can help with this Vorn thing over here. Oh, there's a lot of them. A Vorn ship spots you. You try to outmaneuver them, but they are too quick and you are boarded. Protect the ship! Can I jump to anybody right now? I can jump to him. They're all a little wounded. Let's jump to him. I want to be in combat like right now. We'll put Unbreakable on him. We'll put Chop down on him. And that'll get him started and hurting. Those look like throwing axes. That's unfortunate. We may need to be creative here. He's going to run away. I'm going to try and stay on him, though, because we need this guy to go down, like, right now. Actually, we're getting hurt pretty badly. Somebody's got to go, though. Here, heal him. He's got confusion. He's got crippled. Once he's been healed, I don't know, drop a hammer on him since we don't really have much else going on. It's your turn now. He can't really move, so I'm going to move him around to here in the hopes that maybe that guy will have to move around. Our utility phase has been locked, which is disappointing, so I can't do much about that. Let's just start off with the deeps then. Them big bad deepity derps. We're going to have a miss right there, which is really fantastic. He's regenerating. It looks like he's going to do something to his ally. I don't know. He hit us with a spear, and then he did something with his homies, so not really sure. I need her to be, like, right here. And now that she's right there, I need all those debuffs to go away. And then while we're in the neighborhood, I'm going to Holy Nova because he needs the health very, very badly. It's going to be his turn now. I'm going to scooch him over this way. And we'll go with Vigor. And we're going to go with Execute because his health is below 50%. And there's the Execute. And so I'm hoping this is where the tide's going to turn for us. Now that we've evened out the combat. They did start with shitty health, so we might be able to pull this one out. We might not, though. This might get a little ugly before it gets better. So I need you to be pulled over to here. That'll give you a little bit of health back. I'll put Numbing Light on you so that on your turn you get a little bit more health back. I'll throw a hammer at him to soften him up. Only did 3 damage, though, which is a little disappointing. I'm going to jump him to right there. Put Vulnerability on both of them. And then I just got to go in on somebody. I mean, I don't really have a choice here. Oh, he just did like an axe storm thing? What the hell was that? That's not good. Oh, good. Missed. Fantastic. There's nothing I like better than a good miss. I am probably going to have to dispel him on the next turn. So let's drag her over to here. He's got a ton of bleeds and stuff going on. So let's go ahead and heal him up. That's all fixed. And what I need to do now is kill him with a little bit of Holy Light. And so there it is. She scores herself a kill. He's still regenerating. Doesn't really need to move. We'll skip his phase. We'll put Incapacitate on him. That's an attack that's going to miss, even though it didn't display the miss. He's not at 50% health yet, so we got to get started with normal attacks. I actually didn't expect to kill a Vorn ship this early. The Vorn are pretty surly enemies. I would not recommend attacking them early in the game, but I figured that's the first episode. We'll go after him and see what we can make happen here. Move her to there. Probably put Numbing Light on him. I could end the combat right now, but I don't know. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. Oh, that's not good. That's really, really bad. Shit. Alright, go Unbreakable. I gotta keep you away from the enemy for right now. Aw, he got... So what did that do? Shit. That was such a dumb mistake by me. It was such an idiotic mistake. Here, get rid of his buffs. He's got way too many and it annoys me. I was gonna hammer him and kill him, but I hit the wrong key and screwed up. Against all odds, you survived the vicious skirmish. You searched the Vorn ship for anything of use. Sharon got sneaky. Successful direct hits have a 10% chance to apply hidden to yourself. We got a rune and 4 frags. Probably not going to be super helpful, though. So we've lost a character. We got to find our way to a altar. I don't know where an altar is at. We should probably sort that out, though. Looks like there's a Vorn settlement here, but we're at the end of our first episode. My name is Splattercat. Thank you for joining me here at the Nerd Castle for the next episode. Is that the witch? I'm just going to walk away. Thank you for joining me for the next episode of Loverly Overfall. I'll see you in future episodes. Bye, everybody.